Jesus, music. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's start off. Go options. Always want the subtitles on. Yeah, keep the main speaker on. That way I can know exactly who's speaking. Yeah, sounds great. Set the brightness a bit more. Okay, let's go back. Let's start. Let's go normal mode. Game difficulty is tied to your actions. The more lives you take, the easier it will be. Much like real life, I'm guessing.
12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Righto, mate. Turn it down a bit, I reckon.
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
Guess I'm gonna wake up as... Here we go. Sure, you're waking up next to worse things. So who took a bite of your neck? And does this work like other vampire shows, like Vampire Diaries, Buffy? Do they need to feed you their blood to turn someone? Or is this like True Blood? Okay, got control. Staggering. And there's Jesus. No running yet. All the buttons do nothing. Can we go up there? Nope. Of course not. Is that tasty, tasty blood? Yum, yum. Who is doing this chanting is my next question.
Thirsty. So thirsty.
Hey girl. Yeah, you dead now. So there's just someone that loves you?
My sweet brother. What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God.
Or maybe you shouldn't have bit her, buddy.
It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain!
Okay, he's ready for a chase sequence.
These patrols are after me.
You betcha they are. No, wrong way. I'm a level 1 vampire. That's my dodge.
No! No! Don't shoot! This is a nightmare.
You mentioned.
I need to get out of here. This can't be happening.
Stop talking and just run, buddy.
No! Please, stop! I mean you no harm.
Apart from the harm you just did by killing your sister, but...
What's going on?
And I'm gonna go hide in some filthy rat hole, are we?
Oh, Mary. What have I done?
It's gonna be very
What's all this
easy with
about?
vampire. A low weapon.
Now, I can defend myself.
Kill the thing!
Who are you? Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice.
I don't know, you seem to shrug off those bullets. Probably could have just run past him, but...
Who are you? Stupid beast!
Ooh,
Sorry.
it's just hack and slash, baby. Refinery. Is this a gay refinery?
Please, stop!
Okay, yes, it works. Oh, be nice. You work hard and we play hard.
What do you want?
Oh, so I've killed 4 people. Maybe you could have just, like, I don't know, turned yourself in. What do I know? Dodging, not very good.
I mean you no harm.
You've already been
I
shot.
need help. Die, you fucking leech! Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this.
Eat him.
Beast, who are you? What is this all about? What in God's name? I'll do the rest of the job. Just leave me.
So it's daytime now.
The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone. I need to find somewhere to hide. I cannot enter. Let me go!
Maybe don't yell out to them. It's not good, is it? Go.
I need to find shelter.
Oh, here comes the morning. Keep out.
It's locked, all right.
Okay.
Is anybody there? What is this place?
This is a higher class English establishment.
Place seems abandoned.
You say
I
after
should
not
be safe
checking one
enough
room.
here.
Let's check this out. Tasty, tasty.
What have you done?
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us,
You kinda did it, mate.
I will find them.
The plus side, you don't need to deal with expensive groceries anymore.
I had better remain here until nightfall.
Okay, find sun. Leads to no fear, son of fire. Jump burst flames when they caught, but had some really good. Great English. I personally changed background. See what happened. Skin blackened. It was burning from the inside. Huh. So I can basically survive a day. $5. Shine your shoes for $1, Governor. Oh, cool. Dead people that I didn't kill. Not a good look, Gran. I'm gonna swipe left on that.
Wait, this one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities.
Ah,
What's this? Go watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it to share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve.
so was he still alive in this or dead? Or...
That's impossible.
So I was bitten and changed the same night, or came back? Okay. The watch. Anything else here I can check out? Who lit all these candles and no one's home? There's gonna be a massive fire hazard. Just you wait till the fire warden comes to check shit out, mate. Oh, can I see myself in the mirror? Maybe?
12 dreams for the Red Queen that sleeps under crown stone.
Always wanted to get picked on by a handsome vampire.
Who goes there? Who's there? Are you referring to me?
Hello, Dracula.
No! I still have so much to accomplish.
Such as? And that's your final word?
I still have so much left that needs doing.
Like killing your sister. Oh, wait, you did that. Awkward. Another person dead here. Shot himself? Yep.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now! No. There's time. I can save him.
You didn't, did you?
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital! Done. He'll live. And now what? We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
Okay.
No, it never got easy.
Okay, got a revolver. Do you have any bullets to go in it? Ooh. Roast bed, okay. Becky coughed. Who calls a kid Becky in 1900s? Dearest Rebecca. Huh. So Becky's a vampire. And is it time to sleep? Sure.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it.
Surely, you've got other explanations.
So be it.
You're gonna try to shoot yourself, mate? And it's not gonna work, is it?
Rational thinking only.
Do I have to? Let's see how long this music can go on for. Okay, a while. Okay. Bang, bang into my room. Surprise, surprise, I'm coming back again. And it turns out that just really hurts. Dumbass. Is the bullet still in there? Who knows?
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
You are in blood-stained clothing.
As mad as the moon, contains blood inside, into a glowing flesh.
Evolution. Hideout beds allow you to evolve and rest, spend experience points to level up and improve your vampiric skills. Where can I improve my Suki Stackhouse skills? To drain your own blood to heal normal and aggravated damage instantly. So I can't choose anything else at the moment except for this one. So autophagy. Autography. And we're going to go here. I'll spend my points I got from killing my sister. Great, it's done. And next level is 250 healing, then I can choose one of these two paths. So I can either trade the health gain, instant health gain for Regan. Okay. And this one is... Okay. So if I go to the bottom, I just get instant health. And if I go to the top, it's Regan. Hey, and I get to choose one of these other ones. Claws, a close range strike that will cut through all living creatures in front of you. Well, isn't that why I got a bloody sword? Blood spear, throw a spear made of blood which can pass through enemies in front of you. I feel like that's a bit wasteful. Shadow mist, place a cloud of shadows. When was the last time shadows actually hurt anyone? But alright. The cloud will explode after a short time. Yeah, let's do bloody Shadow Mist. The vampire concentrate shadows around their prey to make them explode after a countdown. Whatever. Let's just go on to that. And then, what are the two changes done here? Shadows will pool a single place. Ah, and I directly absorb blood. So bleed, and then what do I get here? And then this one's just more range. Well, you want this one because then you basically get it in blood back. Does 90 damage, whereas what? Oh, what's 90 to 820? Well, okay, maybe not. That's much better. Well, let me just do what? 9 times the bloody damage? Almost. Can I level up anything else? No. Select confirm. Make my choices. Don't know where I have the blood powder to do that after I just shot myself out of it. It's not like I've gone and bitten anyone and sucked them dry.
That voice in my head. If I'm...
Hey. Night is here again. Well, it happens every night, but okay. Somewhere near the eastern docks, I suppose. I don't know this part of town. All I know is someone's killing people, murdering them, butchering them. Blah, blah, blah. I should start gathering information. So, identify and confront the vampire who created me. Reach North Bank. Let's meet yourself a handsome vampire. Okay. So I don't have anything at the moment. So press L1 to heal, R1 to Shadow Mist, triangle to shoot.
Not mad, then. It must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand
Are you going to clean this mess
what
up?
I have become.
Going to clean this mess up? No, we're just going to walk slowly. Well, that's a good sign, isn't it?
Where is it? Close.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Could I let them in? Surely they're going through the windows where they don't have as much resistance. But I don't know. Surely you could have found a new shirt to change in, mate.
Here's the leech.
Oh wow, they got in.
My head's spinning.
Oi! Come on, you coward!
I cannot enter. It's locked, all right.
Huh. Someone else's house here. Oh, hello, buddy. I use steak.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West
Over
End.
there! There's one of them
Back up.
vermin!
It's locked.
Of course it is. That barrel.
Over there!
Okay, so he's trying to stake someone. Stunning we can
Die,
hit him.
vermin!
And press X to bite an enemy. Provide your blood. No. This is drain you dry blood.
A strength I never knew I had.
Yeah, well, good on you. Live your truth, girlfriend.
This one stinks already.
Yum yum yum, eat you all.
This shouldn't be possible.
Eat you back up.
I know every fiber of my being is a fire.
And let's eat you too. Don't let go. Suck him dry. Did I not just...
I feel like a child learning the limits of my body.
Who even talks like that? But alright. Oh, crap. So on you.
All you bloody leeches need killing.
My strength, my reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
Okay, so a bad thing? Just slice all those up. Teleport back up here. There's 4 barrels. Nope, was there any point to this? Anything on your body? Oh, that wasted blood. Go. Okay, I'm back at full health. Oh, 1 shilling, whoopie, dude, that's gonna bloody change everything. Quarantine contagious disease. One shall enter or leave without written something, obviously written consent. Well, not good. Probably don't want to have infected blood, do I? Look at the health and safety of this. Let's join the ranks of... Okay, is this World War 1 and World War 2? Your king and country need you. Maybe get that hygiene message out first.
My poor sister.
Oh.
If only I had controlled my need for blood.
Yeah, maybe.
Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us.
So, which is it? This is when you shot yourself, or...
The dizziness from the jump. I can...
Well, bravo to you,
control
vampire.
it.
Did I just skip
I cannot enter. It's locked, all right.
Did I have to go back the other way? Ooh, vampire mode. It's a lot moodier, isn't it?
It's locked.
Oh, okay, so no.
I cannot enter.
Okay, so I wasted my time doing that. Let's see if it's going to load again. Maybe things wouldn't be quarantined if people cleaned up after themselves. Ooh, rats.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Oh well, I can.
This is despicable.
Look, don't whinge.
What will London have to say to me?
Maybe change your clothes so you don't look so fucking feral.
It's locked.
Of course it is.
I've so many questions unanswered.
Yeah, probably about 5. What am I? Who did this to me? Can it, you know, what can I do about it? $10, nice. Welcome to Limehouse Dock.
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum? The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it.
With what, your cataract eyes?
I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant.
Get on the boat. Can we go on the boat? Obviously it's like
Fresh blood. The smell is so strong.
See what other stuff's around here first. Free stuff. Look at someone's little sex dungeon.
This is a slaughterhouse.
Oh, fine if you want to call it that.
It's locked, all right.
You could probably open it, but it's $5. Look, this is what rental prices have done. Pushed up so everyone has to live where they can. Greece. Like Homer in that episode of The Simpsons. Good God, you're greasy. Surprise, it's up here. Just check everything out. Locked?
I cannot enter.
Oh, you know you can turn to mist. You know, like, nope, can't do it right now. Couldn't possibly do it to get through that door, could you? I know where to go.
There is no one in sight.
Rufus Kingsbury. Screw. Oh man, let me show you a screw or two. Nope, can't attack. Can't teleport. City, well, your city needs you.
It's locked.
I'm gonna guess a lot of things are gonna be locked in this game. Like a lot. Come on, can I fly to windows and lure people out for vampire sex?
No one's there.
Gonna shimmy up a drain pipe. Back here.
Where has everyone gone?
Yeah, that's a good question. It is London.
A
According to the blood patterns, that's where the victim was attacked. So that must be the killer's trail.
New hideouts. Keep out. You just found a new hideout. You can spend your XP by resting or craft items. Okay. Well. Home, sweet home. Hovel, sweet hovel. Refill all. Okay. Let's check out this crafting. Make medical treatments, serums, weapon upgrades. Let's make some medicine. Can't read any of that. Glass vial, something. So small. I don't think it's bedtime just yet. Okay. Christ, this killer was messy. How many fucking liters of blood did he dump? Oh. Unknown. Blood quality.
At last,
Hello,
a
stupid.
little life.
I've never even been to India.
Welcome, sir, to the Turquoise Turtle.
Okay.
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No,
Yeah.
thank you.
Take a drink of you, mate.
I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
A long night.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Alright.
Where am
It's
I?
a pub.
Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place.
I'm looking for someone
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through
covered
here
in
recently.
blood.
Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
Well, I guess he's a weak.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
I'll give you funny business. Can I talk with you?
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that.
This is important, sir.
I don't know and I don't care. This
Oh,
is a free
man
country.
after my
People
own
still
heart.
have the right to come.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
I should just run. Hello, sir. Are you all right?
I don't know.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom.
We know what place this is.
What's going on around?
Too many dead, sir.
What have you heard about?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah. Killed so many last summer.
Are the authorities?
Nothing. There was...
The murders?
bodies found in the streets.
The sewer dog.
No one knows. People have always
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
I'll leave then.
See if there's any money.
I cannot enter.
Probably teleport through.
There's gotta be something can be done to get out of this bullshit mess. No?
Poor Jack. He didn't deserve this.
We're looking for some funny business upstairs.
Not long ago, this mess would have given me a laugh.
This is no place for you. Priwen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Please, sir. You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you? I mean you no harm. Say it, vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word. With anyone.
Heracross, mate.
Well, that's something I can do for you.
Press for
And
details.
who might you be?
Dr. Edgar Swansea. Tasty, tasty. Sabrina, Tom, and Delaney. He's fatigued. Maybe have a nap. Who are you? Let's go you first.
Tell me.
Edgar.
Who are you?
First, tell me what you want. Then I may tell you.
That's none of your concern.
Alright.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
Yum, 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 yum. I'm a victim too.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here too.
I may have killed 8 people.
I believe you.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
Paracross, mate. What is the Brotherhood?
And what exactly is this Brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
Okay.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
My dead sister.
Ridiculous.
Something tells me.
Then the feeling is mutual.
Then help me find the...
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a...
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal.
Perhaps. This is all new to me. I'm not even certain what I'm looking for.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea...
No.
How will you do any better than I?
I will at last have the answer.
Then I can only wish you good hunting.
Gonna change your clothes?
I'm certain we shall meet again.
Will we, Edgar? Who's that in the ball? Bar owner?
It's locked, all right.
Of course it's locked, alright.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
Let's make this quick. I want the
I
truth.
spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth?
You've just wandered
What do you
in
mean?
here.
I suspect that someone else was here tonight.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay?
I can feel your fit.
It's Will.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the cannon factory before...
Why keep it a secret? Why not...
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Okay, you've discovered a hint. Fascinating.
Hello, sir. May I disturb you?
And you're still ugly as sin.
Oh, don't be harsh.
What's going on around here?
You must be new here.
Who is this sewer?
It's the local bogeyman.
You make it.
Peep.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have.
Hey, I told you,
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Who is he?
William? Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the cannon factory before it closed.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. Can barely stand up most of the time.
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What'd you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
I think Trevor understood what was coming to them.
Okay, 24 meters to... Oh. Can teleport? No. behind the bar. Wait, this is everything here?
There's gotta be something can be done to get out of this bullshit mess. No?
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city.
Hey buddy, you alive or dead?
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood.
Make sure the boat
Blood
is tethered
and
first.
empty gin bottles. This Bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker.
Well, not anymore.
This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. What's this? Some sort of note.
Object, multiple.
These men. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
So there are. Wow, did it. So proud. More people to fight. Let's see if this unlocks first.
I cannot enter.
No, because that would make things too simple. Follow the blood trail. Open this.
It's locked, all right.
What door isn't locked here?
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
Okay. So it's kind of resistant to melee, very resistant to ranged. To ranged. Okay, so don't use ranged.
It ain't human!
Gotcha. Suck and dry, boys.
Oi! You listen! Get their weapons ready! We found one!
Come on, stun and bomb. That should do more damage, I reckon. Okay. Two bullets.
Over there! Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Come on. Beat him. Look, I don't know why I can't drain more blood out of you people.
I cannot enter.
Wait, have I just come back to where I was?
It's locked, all right.
I'd step back, sir. Did you hear me?
Oh, okay. It's odd, but...
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Guess that's the end for you, buddy.
It's locked.
Of course. Locked?
It's locked, all right.
Wow. Yeah, that's where I bloody started, didn't I? Yeah, I gone all the way back. What a bloody waste of time. Hey, follow the blood. That's what I'm doing. It's blood down there, over there. More blood. Wait, am I just going back again? I'm just going back again.
It's locked.
Another hideout. Refill all. No, okay. 5 shillings. I get myself a new shirt. Hey, what can I make? Let's upgrade this baby. Nope. Bites. Yes, I want more. Oh yeah, big thirst, baby. Drink it up. Cost none. And XP for that. Let's go confirm. Oh wait, did that end the... We got some more powers now, so... Hello, little buddy. Yum, yum,
I
yum,
can't
yum.
believe I'm doing this.
Well, this is life now.
I cannot enter.
Why can't I enter? We're still following this blood trail.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy. It's locked, all right. This place reeks of bloodshed.
Oh, please, let go of me. Oh my God, William. I can't stand it anymore.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Got him. Get off, that's my blood. Hey. Not cool, buddy. See? It's mine. I probably should have changed to scythe, but here we are.
William, stop.
Who are we talking to? Check on the victim.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by Skal?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you... like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Okay.
This poor creature can't be my maker.
Becky.
Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Can I teleport up there after her? Nope. Okay, let's go, buddy. Toot toot chugga.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... what manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that Skal. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide.
And eat.
I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
Don't really have a choice, do I?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scowl said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a... good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship is in sync. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Okay, take me to hospital, all right.
I cannot enter.
Of course. It's a cute little boat, isn't it?
Come on, you bastard! You can do better than that! Nah, it's my turn!
Rotten ore receive. Each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river. Try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Do I have to mesmerize him? Okay, I don't want to kill him yet.
The dance of life and death.
Let's go to the hospital. Do I have to lead him down here? I only got 500 XP for this. This is not even worth a good ability. Oh, okay. We'll release him.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Dramatic little bitch, aren't you? Wait, what?
Did I black out? What happened?
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide-and-seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you.
My name's already
Nurse
on the
Crane,
door.
Isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
Thank you, Nurse Crane. Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Gwyneth, jeez, life has been rough to you, Gwenny.
The new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them.
Could you look
Dr.
at me while I
Swansea
speak
has
to you?
a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least.
An invisible enemy?
Sorry, Doctor.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
The patients are not fools. They know we are overwhelmed, but
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Now let me show you a blood transfusion, mate.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Bravo, mate.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more, unto the breach.
Your attitude is irresponsible, Doctor. Believe me, I've seen so many medical errors caused by exhaustion during the war.
You're right. This is a war, Dr. Reed, and I don't intend to surrender.
You're exhausting yourself.
No.
Your attitude...
You're right.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hook.
That's quite a blunt introduction, but...
You can call me Milton.
I'm not sure I understand...
Well, I'm no doctor.
You have a keen eye.
No need to explain, Doctor.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed.
We're $53. Whoa. Okay, that's worth a bit too much.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying.
How is the situation?
You want to hear the situation?
So what do you...
I've been an ambulance driver since...
Since you're on the...
It's a complete disaster.
It sounds like...
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Are you really smug?
And why not? I've already been...
But you're not defending yourself.
You keep people alive your own way, Doc.
Goodbye, Milton.
Another night with the glorious battalion of Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research. Good evening, Dr. Tippets.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Goodbye, Dr. Tippets.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
What kind of man is Dr.
Well, you accepted the job.
Apologies, I've only...
Dr. Swansea is a...
Thank you, Nurse Crane. It's locked.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. You're...
I see.
I'm Harvey Fiddick.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter. And a...
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the...
What do you mean? Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that
I won't lie to you about it.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And...
In other circumstances, you... Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I will not let you down, my...
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could...
I agree. But that does not excuse...
Do you think keeping his
All I know is that I'm taking care of human being.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Fidgety, aren't you?
You always knew the world was kind to children, Helen. As for me, what a blundering him.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
You seem worried about the safety of your family. And it's obviously the reason why your wound troubles you so much.
I cannot give up on my children now. They both need me living.
What about their mother, if I may ask?
She died in 1915 during one of the first Zeppelin raids. We never found her body.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army, building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Ellen didn't bring them with her that night.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself.
What?
What an arsehole.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
So, single dad is ripe for the killing.
Reads me like a book.
Free stuff. $5 for me.
I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to...
It's locked.
...the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
Hello, hello. Hey. Come back.
I cannot enter.
Oh, dude, come on.
Tomorrow,
G'day, Michael.
more bodies will arrive and then sadly depart. I'm managing a train terminal, not a...
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague?
Oh, still am.
Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Okay.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many
My
corpses?
first playthrough,
Why should
Michael, I
These bodies are
think
empty vessels.
I'm just going to kill people
Flesh left to decay.
who deserve it.
No soul anymore.
People who are jerks,
All
going to get
gone.
eaten. But
An interesting point of view.
we'll see.
And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's...
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open. Why close the hospital's main morgue? It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Yeah.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body.
She's missing now, so...
She must be very relieved now.
Medical checkup.
Do you need medical attention?
I'm feeling all right, Doctor. But perhaps it is because I, too, am used to the smell of the dead.
Okay, it's kind of creepy.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't
become a
think
vampire,
so.
dude.
Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Good won't last.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is, we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
True.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man.
No relationships. Don't say you have relationships when you got no. Nah.
Mr. Chidama.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
See if there's anything good to... Well, we've gone through all that.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really.
Okay, I've got codeine, not bad. Opium, an enigmatic formula. I'd buy that if I had the cash, but... Still me. Yeah, let's try that. Hey, so let's buy this formula he says he has. Okay, so you're not eating people at the hospital? Good idea not to ruin where you work.
It never ceases to amaze me how you, the dead, seem peaceful and lost at the same time.
Wait, so you know I'm a vampire? Which is it, mate? Okay, let's see what this formula is that I bought. From the former doctor. Okay. Needs to be analyzed. Well, okay.
It's locked.
No, jerk. Yeah, that seems to be leaving the hospital. Yeah. Here you go, Marcus. Who's this?
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
Oh, it's the
And good
Jubilee
evening to
Doctor.
you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
No,
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
ladies. And back to the front desk. It's a nurse. No.
Good evening, miss.
Ooh.
I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the
She's
Pembroke
looking
Hospital.
rough.
And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal.
Uh-huh.
You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know.
By the way, after first feed, your eyes turn red. Stay that way. Okay. So whoever I chow down on, make it worth it. You're a vampire.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Ooh, she's exhausting.
Please, describe to me how
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal.
Ghost
You
your
can't even
girl.
begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Okay, are you a patient here? Well, that's obvious, but let's ask
I'm
her.
assuming you must...
It's only a cover. To hide.
Your enemies?
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby.
Nutter.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see.
Yeah.
Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Don't
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft?
Is that not enough for you?
I'm curious to know who you were before.
No, it was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Sent...
She is a drama queen.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reed. Blood is the only drug I need.
Yeah.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities. Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently...
What are your relationships? Oh, you're friends with Nutters McGee. Guessing you got, what, hurt in the war?
taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries.
Being a headed
You guessed
surgeon.
right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How is your stay with...
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain,
Depression.
sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me.
You don't seem worried.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured,
Christ, life is not pleasant for you, mate.
How close are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed?
In her madness, she never refers to my
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense.
You were an officer, weren't you?
Soldier, do you need assistance?
I'm fine. Just do something for this pain, will you? That's all I'm asking.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Fear and disgust on every street corner. A daily routine.
Not a fun day for him. Oh, it's this dude.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed.
Father Hampton?
Oh, Sora, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion make me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Well, we can guess he's a priest, but
what do you do for a living?
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless.
Are you a priest?
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Okay, so you're just an attention seeker.
Why didn't you use your cross?
That's a very strange question, Doctor.
How do you feel, Mr.
I feel exhausted.
You're in good hands here.
Thank you, sir. I believe all...
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones.
You never came to see her here.
You're preaching to the converted.
Okay.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle?
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise?
Who should I avoid in...
Not really. Most men and women.
Okay.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Horcroft.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers Trade Union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
What a lame name.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Dooth Digby.
Digby, that's like Pokemon.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Yeah, it's a too difficult to go bad. No.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later. I cannot enter.
Damn. The pain. It's here again.
Ooh,
It's locked, all right.
Oh. Don't you want me to get my morphine? Right. Oh, okay.
I'm
Sounds
sorry
like
you
bin.
ended up in a clean and cold medical bench, sir.
Oh, I got a screw.
Understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange it.
Check out upstairs. So you got people outside in the rain. Surely could use this room. The cleanup's needed. And you've just got fire on the floor unattended. Health and safety. And is it still part of the hospital? Yep, I'm guessing.
It's locked, all right.
Of course it's locked. Get some grease. Yeah, I don't think that's safe, but surely you could have some people up here.
Not now.
I cannot enter.
Oh my god. So many locked doors in this game. It's insane.
It's locked, all right.
No, okay, locked as well. No, okay. Where am I meant to go? Through here? No, okay. Operating theatre. Ooh, hacksaw. Cheap gin, nice. Let's have a drink.
It's locked. This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own.
Okay, drama queen.
At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Okay. Article on Ekans. They can act to move like a mortal, but they have the keenest senses, react quicker than any mortal on a few occasions. Oops. It's not like teleportation. Cat-like attribute. The most powerful ability is the capacity to force a mortal to obey them. Bend a mortal to their will, even break a mind. Less to resist, the more permanent the damage will be. Blood awareness. They need blood to function and to express their full through walls, supposedly clean a weapon. Okay.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now. If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
I'm not one to make wait, Doctor. I've patients to attend.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
I don't have all night.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly,
Certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.